Hello friends. Today in this session we will discuss radix sorting algorithm. So previously we have discussed three sorting algorithms, that is bubble sort, selection sort and insertion sort. And at that time I have given you one question also regarding the insertion sort, that why insertion sort is better as compared to selection sort and bubble sort, right? So I have briefly discussed the reason behind it, and I have also discussed by using some graph. Okay, so that is a graphical representation which shows the time complexity of insertion sort. It's very much less as compared to selection sort and bubble sort, but it is very clear that time complexity of all these three algorithms is order of n square. So asymptotic order of n square means asymptotic order of n square. So asymptotic order of n square means it is a upper bound, right? Okay, it is upper bound. Maximum it takes order of n square time if you are having n elements to sort. So if your array contains 10 elements, then it requires maximum order of n square time to sort these elements. In case of bubble sort, selection sort as well as insertion sort. This is the theoretical conclusion or theoretical time complexity representation, that all three sorting algorithms require order of n square time complexity. But practically it is observed that by using a graphical representation also you can see, practically it is observed that time complexity of insertion sort is less, okay, as compared to selection sort and bubble sort. So insertion sort is much better choice, okay, as compared to selection sort and bubble sort. So you want to write this particular thing in your notebook. Okay, I have told you. Okay, you also try to solve the MCQs, okay, at the end of these sessions I have asked you. Okay, now we will discuss radix sort, that is the next sorting algorithm which is available in your curriculum. Now before going to radix sort algorithm, there is one more sorting algorithm, okay, that is counting sort. So previously we are using counting sort, okay, but nowadays, okay, instead of counting sort we are using radix sort. So radix sort is advanced version, okay, of that counting sort, right? But as per your curriculum also you are having a radix sort and not a counting sort. So we will discuss radix sort only. And one more important thing is that radix sort algorithm is used in our higher data structures. So in advanced data structure we are having some algorithms, we are having different algorithms in advanced data structure in which we are using radix sort concept, right? So it is very important that radix sort algorithm is very important, okay, in considering all these things, and it is there as per your curriculum also. So we will discuss this radix sort. Okay, now what is radix? Radix means base. Okay, radix means base. So if you are having a decimal system, then radix of the decimal number system is 10. If you are using a binary number system, then radix is 2. If you are using octal number system, then radix is 8, right? Okay, in last semester, okay, I think, okay, so no, not a last semester, okay, in current semester only, okay, you are having a subject called as a digital logic and design. Okay, in that subject you are having all these things, that is binary number system, then octal number system, then hexadecimal number system, and what we are using it is a decimal number system. So all these number systems are there in that digital logic subject, okay, in which you can study. So in that, if you are using a binary number system, then radix is 2. If you are using octal number system, radix is 8. If you are using decimal number system, then radix is 10. Okay, so generally in our mathematics we are using, or in number representation we are using decimal number system, but in case of computer science or digital logic we are using binary number system. So it depends, okay, which number system you are dealing. Okay, but for any mathematical representation, generally we are using a decimal number system. So in your radix sort algorithm also, okay, you want to use the decimal number system only. So now important thing is that you can identify that on a screen there are different numbers, okay, that is 121, 432, 564, 23, 145 and 788. So these are 7 numbers. So these 7 numbers are given in the form of an array. Okay, so this is my initial array, and I want to sort this initial array. So in a ascending order. So we can perform this particular sorting idea, sorting activity by using bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort. It is there, but if in a question paper, if you have asked that you have to solve this particular example, or you have to sort this particular number in ascending order with the help of a radix sort, then you have to perform a radix sort only. And radix sort is very easy, it is not difficult to perform. Okay, you have to understand the technique only, and it is very easy. Now important thing is that generally we are following a decimal number system, and in also in question paper it is not mentioned which number system you are using. Generally it is a decimal number system only. Okay, and from the number itself you can identify, okay, you can identify you are having digit 1 2 4 3 5 7 8 8. So you are having a different digits, okay, and these different digits are nothing but digits from 0 to 9. So if you are using a decimal number system, it doesn't mean that you are using 1 to 10. You are using actually 0 to 9. If you are using a binary number system, it doesn't means that it is 1 to 2. It is 0 to 1. Remember it. ओके, जेव्हा आपण डेसिमल नंबर सिस्टीम वापरतो तेव्हा 0 ते 9 असे 10 नंबर असतात. ज्या वेळेला आपण ऑक्टल नंबर सिस्टीम वापरतो त्यावेळेला 0 ते 7 असे 8 अंक असतात. डिजिटल लॉजिक मध्ये तुम्हाला अजून चांगल्या पद्धतीने समजेल. या सेमिस्टरला तुम्हाला हा सब्जेक्ट आहे. जेव्हा तुम्ही बायनरी नंबर सिस्टीम वापरता तेव्हा 0 to 1 असे 2 नंबर असतात. Okay, so now we are considering a decimal number system, and all these numbers are nothing but a decimal number system representation. So you are having 0 to 9 digits. Now what you want to do in a radix sort, you have to make these buckets. These are called as a buckets in a radix sort. Okay, so you are having a 10 buckets. Okay, the first bucket is numbered at 0 and the last bucket is numbered at 9. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So you are having a 10 buckets numbered from 0 to 9. Okay, then what you want to do? Okay, this is a step by step approach. You want to follow the approach, you will get the sorting. It is very easy. Okay, now what you want to do it? Okay, you are having a 7 different numbers. Okay, you are having a 7 numbers. Okay, now irrespective of size of the array, it is possible that, okay, size of the array can be 15. You are having a 15 numbers to sort. तुम्हाला 15 नंबर सॉर्ट करायचे असतील. ओके, इन दिस केस साइज ऑफ द अरे इज 7. यू वांट टू सॉर्ट 7 नंबर्स. तुम्हाला इथे 7 नंबर सॉर्ट करायचे आहेत इरेस्पेक्टिव्ह ऑफ साइज ऑफ द अरे इन रॅडिक्स सॉर्ट. ओके, इफ यू आर युजिंग अ डेसिमल नंबर रिप्रेझेंटेशन, डेसिमल नंबर सिस्टम, देन यू वांट टू मेक ओनली 10 buckets. Because decimal means 10, radix is 10. So now you want to make this particular idea very clear. Radix is 10 because you are using a decimal number system for representation. Okay, so irrespective of size of the array. Now the size of the array is not important. Whatever be the size of the array, if your array contains 50 elements also, but you are using a decimal number system, then you have to use only 10 buckets. Okay, in this case radix is 10, so you want to use only 10 buckets. So here we want to sort 7 numbers because size of the array is 7. Okay, what you want to do? Okay, every number has unit digit place, 10 digit place or 100 digit place if it is there. जेव्हा प्रत्येक नंबर मध्ये मराठीमध्ये सांगायचं असेल तर एकक स्थानचा अंक असतो, दशक स्थानचा अंक असतो, शतक स्थानचा अंक असतो किंवा हजार स्थानचा अंक असतो. ओके, अँड सो ओके, त्या पद्धतीने रिप्रेझेंटेशन असतं. ओके, यू वॉन्ट टू ऑब्झर्व दिस फर्स्ट नंबर. ओके, द फर्स्ट नंबर इज 121. 121 has unit place. This is my unit place. I have highlighted it. Okay, next number is 432. It is having a unit place. Okay, then next is 564. This is the unit place. I am highlighting the unit place. मी एकक स्थानचा अंक काय करतोय, highlight करतोय. Okay, then this is number is 23. Okay, it is separated by comma. You can easily observe what is the number. 23 is the number. So this is my unit place. Next is 1. Okay, so in this case this is only the unit place. Okay, then next is 45. So this is the unit place. Then next is 788. Then 8 is the unit place. Now the important thing is that it is not required that each and every number must be a 3-digit number. You can have a 3-digit number, you can have a 2-digit number, you can have a single digit number, you can have a 4-digit number also. Okay, it is not required. You can have any random order and random number of digits. तुमच्याकडे जे नंबर्स आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये कितीही डिजिट असू शकतात. जरुरी नाही ते प्रत्येक वेळेला एकच असेल, 2 असतील, 3 असतील किंवा प्रत्येक नंबर मध्ये असलेले डिजिट आयडेंटिकल असतील, अशी काही गरज नाहीये. ओके, सो दिस इज द बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल. Okay, here you are having a single digit number, you are having a single digit number, you are having a 2-digit number, as well as you are having a 3-digit numbers also. Okay, but idea is very clear. Now we are focusing on a unit digit. Okay, unit digit. Okay, based on the unit digit, keep that number in corresponding bucket. Okay, going from left to right. Remember that, going from left to right. Okay, so 121. Okay, you don't consider 121. 121 is having a unit digit as 1. So 121 is having unit digit as 1 means it goes under a bucket 1. It goes under bucket 1. Okay, right? Okay, now the next number is 432. It is having a unit digit as 2. Then it goes under a bucket 2. Bucket 2. 432. Okay, next one is 564. Okay, so 564 is there, unit digit is 4, it goes under a bucket 4. Goes under bucket 4. Okay, next one is 23. 23 is having unit digit as 3, so goes under bucket 3. It is very easy, it's just observation. Okay, if you told if you tell this particular technique to any child, okay, 4th standard child also, he or she can do it. Okay, 4th 5th मुलाला जरी सांगितलं तरी पण तो स्टुडंट करू शकतो आता. Okay, so next number is 1. Okay, so unit digit is 1 itself, so it goes under a bucket 1. So you are having a 121. After that you are having 1. Next digit is 45. 45 unit digit is 5, it goes under a bucket 5. Bucket 5. Okay, next is 788. Okay, unit digit is 8, so goes under a bucket 8. 788. Okay, we have completed all numbers. Okay, it is completion of round 1 or pass 1. Based on unit digit of every number, we have categorized these numbers into different buckets. Right, now it is important that out of 10 buckets, 4 buckets are vacant, they are empty. So it is not required that each and every bucket must be filled. It is possible that, okay, some of the buckets may be empty, some other buckets may be filled. It is possible. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, according to your considered digit, place the numbers into corresponding bucket. Okay, now idea is very clear. Now you want to pop these digits, pop these numbers. Okay, you have placed 121 initially, right? So initial is 121. Next is, okay, going from left to right. Remember that you have to go from left to right, 0 to 9. Okay, in 0th bucket there is no number. Okay, no number is present, so forget about 0. Now in the first bucket you are having 2 numbers, 121 followed by 1. Okay, keep that order intact, because in initial array, okay, you are having 121, after that you are having 1, so keep that order. Okay, then next bucket, that is the second bucket. Okay, you are having a 432. Okay, 432, right? In next bucket is 3, next one is 3, you are having number 23, so keep that 23 here. Okay, 23. Okay, next is bucket 4. You are having number 564. 564. Next bucket is 45. Right. Next one is 40. Sorry, next bucket is 5. Number is 45. Okay, next bucket is 6. 6 is empty. So forget about it. Okay. Then next bucket is 7. Okay, again it is empty. Next one is 8. Okay, in 8 you are having number 788. 788. Okay, so after round 1, this is the output. This is after round 1. Okay, or after pass 1. Pass 1, round 1. Okay, any name you can use it. Okay, this is R1. It is round 1. This is the output. Okay, now still you can identify that your numbers are not sorted. Numbers are not sorted. Okay, still you have to do some work. Okay, so that number can be sorted. Right. So now what you want to do? Okay, you place the numbers. You want to place the numbers in these buckets again. Okay, so first of all you have to make the buckets empty. You want to redraw the bucket. Okay, this is the first bucket, that is zeroth bucket. Bucket 0, then bucket 1, this is bucket 2. It is very easily you can draw it. In bucket 3 I am using Microsoft Whiteboard. Still it is very easy for me to draw. Okay, on if you are using a pen and paper, then it is very easy to draw. Okay, bucket 5, then bucket 6, then bucket 7. This is bucket 7. This is bucket 8. You have to number that bucket, then it is very easy for you to understand. Okay, so this is 0, then 1, then 2, this is 3, then 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, and lastly 9. Okay, now what you want to do? Okay, initially you have filled the buckets on the basis of unit digit. I have highlighted the unit digit. Now you want to fill the buckets, okay, based on the 10th digit. ओके, म्हणजे दशक स्थानच्या अंकाच्या बेसिसवर आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे? प्लेस करायचं आहे. सो आय एम हायलाइटिंग द 10th digit in each and every number. This is 10th digit. Now the number is 1 itself, so 10 digit is not present, so 10 digit we consider as a 0. Okay, because there is a no value is present. Okay, only single digit number, so 10 digit is not present, so we'll consider it as a 0. Okay, then next is 3, next is 2, then 6. Consider the 10 digit. 10 digit means दशक स्थानचा अंक, मराठीमध्ये दशक स्थानचा अंक. Then next is 4 and last is 8. Right, now you want to place the numbers based on their 10th digit. So 121, 10 digit is 2, so place the number in second bucket. Okay, in this bucket. Okay, next is 1, 10 digit is not 1, 10 digit is 0, because value is 1 itself, so 10 digit is 0. Okay, nothing is present, so place the number in 0th bucket. Next is 432, 10 digit is 3, so place the number in third bucket. Okay, next is 23. Okay, 23, 10 digit is 2, so place the number in second bucket again. Okay, then next is 564, so 10 digit is 6, so place the bucket in 6th bucket. It is very easy. Okay, once you follow, then it is very easy. Next bucket is, sorry, next number is 45, so 10 digit is 4, so place the number in 4th bucket, 45. Here is next is 788, so place the bucket in, sorry, place the number in 8th bucket, 788. So after that you want to again write the numbers, okay, from left to right. Okay, so initially 1, then comma, then 20, then 121. Remember that 121 we have inserted first, then 23 you have inserted, so 121, then 23, then 432, then 45. Next is 45. Next is 564, and lastly we are having number 788. Last one is 788. Okay, so this is completion of round 2. Here we have completed round 2, R2 or pass 2. Okay, still the numbers are not sorted. Okay, we want to perform one more round. One more round it is required. Okay, okay, in a third round we again make the buckets in the same manner what we have done in the previous two steps. We have to make the bucket from 0 to 9, and then we want to sort the numbers. We want to sort the numbers based on their 100th digit, म्हणजे शतक स्थानच्या अंकाच्या बेसिसवर आपण त्याला काय करणार आहोत, सॉर्ट करणार आहोत. Okay, so I will directly write here because I don't have enough space now. Or otherwise what I can do, I can use one more canvas. I think you have noted these particular things. Okay, okay, so better I will use the bucket, but I will make the buckets here itself. Okay, 0, bucket 0, bucket 1, then bucket 2, then bucket 3, then bucket 4, bucket 5, then bucket 6. To write it okay clearly on in your notebook. Okay, it is very difficult for me here to make it, okay, because I am using some online tool, Microsoft Whiteboard. Okay, now I am also practicing it. Okay, so now you want to sort the numbers based on their 100 digit. Okay, that is a शतक स्थानचा अंक त्याच्या बेसिसवर आपल्याला सॉर्ट करायचं आहे. So in this number, okay, you are having, you don't have a 100 digits. Okay, it is missing, so it is, we will consider it as 0 only. Okay, here digit is 1, then here also it is missing, so we will consider as a 0. Okay, if it is not there, then we consider as a 0. If you are having a single digit number or 2 digit number, then 100 digit is not present, we consider it as a 0. Now here it is 4, here again it is not present, so 0. Here it is present, so 5, and lastly it is 7. So now for the first number, okay, for the first number it is not present. Okay, that 100 digit is not present. As 100 digit is not present, okay, we consider it as a 0. Okay, so place the number here itself. Okay, for 121, okay, 100 digit is 1, so keep the number here itself. Okay, then 23, 100 digit is not present, so place the number in 0th bucket. Okay, next is 432, 100 digit is present, so 432 in the 4th bucket. Okay, next is 45, again 100 digit is not present, place the number a. Okay, so 100 digit is not present and it is 0 itself, so place the number in a 0th bucket. Okay, then 564, the digit is 100 digit is 5, so place the number in a 5th bucket. Here we will place it, okay. Then lastly number is 788, so 100 digit is 7, so we will place the number in 7th bucket. Okay, remaining buckets are vacant. It is possible that remaining buckets can be vacant. Now if you observe, okay, after this third round, you go from left to right, and you can observe that 1, 23, 45, then 121, then 432, then 564, and lastly 788. So these numbers are sorted in a increasing order or ascending order. You can observe it after round 3. You can write down it in a notebook. Now I don't have enough space here to write. Okay, you can easily write down it. Okay, so after round 3 you get the ascending order of their arrangement. So what you have learned, if your in your given array, if you are having a 3 digit numbers, okay, maximum number is 788 in given array, then so 788 contains 3 digits. So the maximum number in given array is having a 3 digits, then you want to perform maximum 3 rounds, right? Maximum 3 rounds. I will discuss this algorithm in a next session. Okay, you remember this conclusion right now. Okay, and complete this problem. I will give you some more problems in the next session. Okay, thank you. Happy learning. Stay home, stay safe.